Hello everybody, welcome back to the SBGamefun channel and to a Sherlock Friday. Yes, welcome back. We are here where we last left off in the what appears to be a bee-infested 221B Baker Street abode. And I believe our last quest is telling us to go to Kew Gardens, but I see some exclamation marks here, so let's take a look at this. Well, this is the end results of all of our cases so far, from the fate of Black Peter all the way up to the Abbey Grange affair. So Abbey Grange affair, I think we've read this already, so don't need to reread it. And let's take a look at this here. There's some we didn't read this. Crocker is a fine man of the sea, aged in his 40s. He is a capable, honest man, and well educated despite not being very wealthy. He was in haste, and still he read the morning newspaper and cleaned his boots before heading out. Okay, that was probably meant for me to read in the last case, but it was a fairly short case. So we need to go to right here. An unusual theft has taken place at the Royal Botanic Gardens, Kew. Holmes' investigation reveals a somber trail of deceit. So, the Kew Gardens Drama. So we gotta find the stolen plants. Oh man, really? It's the stolen plants. Alright, so the Kew Garden Drama.
Here we are at the Royal Botanic Gardens. There's no doubt that this place is beautiful. But are you really intent on investigating the theft of the plants?
Yes, of course.
That's a good question. Holmes normally investigates murders. Why he's choosing to investigate this is I don't know, weird. Cutscene.
Don't touch anything else, is that clear? Just go and get a bucket of fertilizer, and without turning it over this time. Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you? If you are here for a visit, please do come back on Sunday.
I am afraid that it cannot wait. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson. We are investigating the theft of plants that took place here 5 days ago. A remarkable collection, I believe.
So you're the one in charge, eh?
A small favor for a friend. Now, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
I am Martyn Hamish. I am the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens, and that fellow yonder is Albert. He works here.
I am delighted to meet you. What can you tell us about the plants?
They were rare and exceptional plants. We presented them at our last exhibition. We haven't removed the stand yet. It is still in the large glass house. We only learned of their disappearance the evening after the exhibition, and nobody saw anything.
No doors were forced?
No, but I would imagine that for a thief it would be fairly easy to gain entry, for there are no guards here.
Well, if you don't mind, we will take a look. Now, you say that it is in the large glass house.
Yes, the one just behind me. Just a second, since Albert has nothing else to do. Albert, show these gentlemen where the exhibition was held.
How many people work here?
Only myself, but occasionally 2 students, Albert, whom you have met, and Miss White.
Here it is. This is the place where the stolen plants were exhibited.
Thank you. Is there something the matter?
Yes, there is. All right, the plants were valuable and rare, but it seems to me that the tragedy that took place here only 2 days ago has been entirely forgotten already.
What tragedy are you referring to?
The director of Kew Gardens, Mr. Montague Dunne, he died here just 2 days ago.
We're very sorry. We were not aware. The two of you were good friends?
He was my father.
Oh dear. Our condolences. We should not be troubling you. Please do excuse us for the intrusion.
You say that he died here, in the large glass house?
Holmes?
Yes, just here, near the door to the colonial collection. He suffered a heart attack Just like that. So suddenly. It was terrible. Excuse me, gentlemen, but I cannot remain here. If you need me, I'll be in the reserve. That's the room next to the front of the large greenhouse.
Of course, we understand.
Well, Mr. Martyn Hamish is pretty condescending when he talks about other people. And this is the main glass edifice.
According to Albert, this is where his father, Montague Dunne, was found dead.
Right here. But this is where the plants were stolen. I don't want to start looking at that just yet. Plants from the east and the land of the rising sun. So that's probably in Asia. At least that's what I think. Let's examine this. The plant list. Dionaea carnivorous, Carolina inebriar, Florum diabolica, Chromolena odorata, Prunus serotina, Helium forest typuis, Biblis, Genlisi, I don't know how to pronounce any of these botanical names. Ugh. Trying to pronounce that is like, oh, hurting my head.
Here is a list of the stolen plants.
So that's what I tried to pronounce with all the names.
Do not touch.
So there were signs here that informed the public not to touch.
The plants were here. All of them were stolen.
Anything else? Anything else? So this is where the plants were stolen, but there's a twist now in the case, and that twist is that Albert's father apparently died here, had a heart attack. That's not a good thing. Coincidences don't happen like that. I mean, it could be, but let's take a look here. Broken sign.
This sign is broken. Something heavy was dropped upon it.
Oh, look at that. There's blood.
Blood. Someone fell violently against this sign, and they were injured in the clash. Most likely a head wound.
Let's take a look. Oh, there's stuff all over the place here. Let's walk over here and see if there's any signs over here with the Sherlock talent. Nope. So we have a whole bunch of things over here we can take a look at. So let's examine these. Footprints.
The traces are thinner in some places. These boot marks are fresh. It appears as though someone was dragging their feet. The footprints reveal that someone staggered here.
Staggered. Okay, there's fragments here too.
Fragments of a flower pot. It fell down here.
Dirt.
Soil. It should have come from a flower pot. The soil on the side of this flower shelf is the same as that on the ground.
So the plant came out from this spot. Most likely on this shelf here. Oh.
This
Broken
pot was broken fairly recently. A flower pot recently fell down from these shelves and was misplaced.
It looks like it's been broken. So was it glued together again?
This pot was broken fairly recently.
Alright. So... take a look at this again. Nope, there's nothing else here. So we've examined both of these. Okay, here's some more. Damaged panel.
The door was smashed at shoulder height. This door handle is new. It was recently changed.
So it's a new door handle. Okay, and this is already green. Green, okay. So is there anything on the other side? Whoops. Is that you? Oh no. Okay, so we've gotten all of these already. Hey, wait a minute. As soon as I found them, they cleared themselves up. Okay, I can't even click on this. Okay, I guess... Oops. I guess it's not... Oh, well, come on, really? Okay, get out of that, sorry. There's something else right here.
The esconson was breached near the handle. The door was forced from the inside of the Colonial Collection Room. The handle was changed afterwards.
I think we need to inspect the Colonial Collection Room.
All the clues around here are quite suspicious. I need my imagination to make sense of it all.
Okay, so we need to do F. Let's finish.
Very strange. Half of the Colonial Collection is absent.
How do you know that? Oh, this part right here is empty. And this part is all here. That's interesting. Let's take a look at this.
According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
Cool. Okay, so let's use our imagination. Someone possibly breaking the door. Determine the correct sequence of events. This is breaking of the door is 1. Whoops. Q.
No, it wasn't like that.
Okay, so that one's what happened there. Then this happened, he staggered out. And then he fell forward and hit his head on the sign. 1, 2, and 3. Let's watch it.
This reconstruction reveals a disturbing fact. Montague Dunne damaged the door of the Colonial Collection Room.
He was in a panic, or the door was locked. Was it an accident, or a murder then, I wonder? I think we need to inspect the Colonial Collection Room.
Okay, so let's take a look at this. So what do we find here? We found the sign of the stolen plants. I'm not going to try to read it again. I'll embarrass myself. And the door. The reconstruction of Montague Dunne's death reveals a disturbing fact. He splintered the door of the Colonial Collection Room, he was either consumed by panic or the door had been locked. If it was the latter, his death may have been a premeditated murder. Yes. Yes. Okay, so let's take a look at what's inside here. Plants. Examine the plants.
These plants come from all the territories of the British Empire.
British India, Calcutta, Malacca, British Honduras, Australia. Wow, all the provinces. Singapore, New Zealand, Sudan, Bengal, the Cape Colony. Wow, quite a bit. Take a look at these pictures. Nothing's triggering here, so let's take a look at the imagination. There's nothing here. Oops. I didn't bother to look over here. Alright, there's something else here. Ooh, something lying on the floor. Let's examine.
The smell is strong. It is a detergent.
Oh, someone... What was that noise? Someone attempted to clean. Let's pick up the stone chip.
This broken fragment was the result of a heavy blow. A fragment of marble, most likely chipped from a statue or sculpture.
So a chip piece from a statue of marble of some sort took place right here in this area here. Let's take a look and see what that window does.
These windows were perfectly cleaned. Part of this greenhouse was emptied and thoroughly cleaned.
Okay, so we've completed the... Oh, what's that? We've completed the inspection of the colonial collection. We just found this. What is this?
This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system.
Ooh. So let's check a look at our... There's nothing here. So this is not something. It's just an interaction button. Open and close. So... Okay, oops, sorry. Let's take a look at our deduction space. The emptied colonial collection and Dunne was trapped. Are those two tied together? Someone cleaned and emptied out only a part of the colonial collection. This is suspicious. Perhaps it was intended to conceal certain evidence. That's a good question. Dunne was trapped. Montague Dunne was trapped in a colonial collection room. He forced the door and died in the water lily greenhouse. There it is. They're tied together. Perform an autopsy. Perform an autopsy on Montague Dunne. The death is suspicious. Why had he forced the door of the colonial collection open? Room. Forced the door of the colonial collection room. Why had someone cleaned and emptied the room? Was it a trap or a simple accident? Alright, so we need to go perform an autopsy. We need to go... Okay, what is this? A marble fragment? Okay, so... But our task... Whoops. Oh my goodness, what was that? Why, it wouldn't click. Oh my goodness. Okay, the task is now to perform an autopsy on Montague Dunne. And secondary, we need to find the stolen plants from the last exhibition. So we need to head to Scotland Yard. So let's go and do the autopsy.
I asked Inspector Lestrade to take Montague Dunne's body to Scotland Yard.
It's ready for autopsy then.
All right, so here we are back at Scotland Yard. Let's talk to the what do they call them? Bobbies.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes. All right. So we need to go with the staff room. The morgue. Down to the morgue we go, folks. We're going to do an autopsy. Oh. Watson, where are you? I guess you'll come when I click on this button here.
First of all, let us carry out an external examination.
Right hand, left hand, or right arm.
No redness, stings, or bruises.
His
There are
chest.
no suspicious marks upon the chest. Let us finish our external examination, so that we can proceed with the autopsy.
Ooh. They're going to do an autopsy. Let's check his left arm.
Nothing suspicious here.
So there's no scratches or physical violence upon the person. Examine the
The
eyes.
vessels and the pupil of the eye appear quite normal.
So it wasn't dilated or anything like that when he died.
The air from the lungs carries a faint floral aroma.
Ugh. So he sniffed the air coming from the lungs. Let's check the forehead. There's a gash here, looks like.
There is an injury to the skull, most probably caused by the fall in the water lily greenhouse.
So he did fall
Now,
and did bust up his
let us
head.
examine the internal organs.
Ooh. There you go, Watson. Oh my goodness, should be a lot more blood here.
The lungs are congested and edematous.
Oh, look at that.
The tissue on the inferior lobe of the right lung is damaged, most probably caused by toxins from an unknown plant.
Ooh, did he inhale something? The heart.
The heart's blood vessels show no pathological signs. The heart tissue shows no visible pathological signs.
So nothing there. Ooh, it's bloated. The liver should be half the size.
The liver is enlarged. It would seem that he was suffering from an alcohol addiction.
Yep.
The liver tissue is brown. There are no visible pathological signs.
The stomach. Ugh.
There is a small amount of content. It appears that he breakfasted lightly, only a short while before his death. The stomach tissues show no visible pathological signs. My suspicions have been substantiated. Montague Dunne, the director of Kew Gardens, died from poisoning. Plant poisoning, to be more exact.
You mean
Yes, it is murder.
we should inform Lestrade?
Yes, but do remember, Watson, that I discovered the murder. The challenge is mine.
The challenge, Holmes?
We need to locate that deadly plant. Such a perfect murder appeals to me.
Murder of any kind appeals to you. Is that all we need to do?
No, we also have the people working at Kew Gardens. Martyn Hamish and the son of the victim, Albert Dunne.
And also Miss White, of whom we spoke with Mr. Hamish. Should we bring them all here for interrogation?
No. A few innocuous questions at Kew will suffice, as well as a discreet delve into their personal affairs. Yes, Watson, it is time now to open the doors.
Even those in the staff building? I suppose that is necessary.
We should also be concerned with the victim himself. After all, we don't know very much about Montague Dunne.
You're enjoying this already, aren't you?
More than a little.
More than a little. Gather data on Montague Dunne. Find Montague Dunne's killer. So, we added a bunch of stuff. So I assume we completed the autopsy. So we got to find who killed Montague Dunne, inspect Kew Gardens building staff and gather information on Montague Dunne, find the plant that was used to kill Mr. Dunne, and find the stolen plants from the last exhibition. So we just grew our stuff. So let's take a look here. We haven't gotten to any of the new characters. Looks like maybe there's 4. Oh, so I guess there's one more case after that. All right. Find the deadly plant. Whoops. Find the deadly plant. So let's step away from the autopsy. That was a nice and fast, clean autopsy. That's not actually how it goes. I've seen autopsies and they're typically not that clean. It's a lot more viscera. Okay. Let's take a look at the map. And let's head back to Kew Gardens. Alright, here we are back at Kew Gardens. But before we start our questioning of the potential suspects, let's take a quick look at our did we already? Yeah, we. Sorry, the deduction space. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, there isn't much here. Dunne was trapped, and he was poisoned. Montague Dunne inhaled a virulent vegetal poison that was intended to kill him. Yes, at least that's what he deduced. Right here. Dunne was poisoned. After being trapped in the Colonial Collection room by the killer, Montague Dunne was affected by inhaling a virulent vegetal poison. Okay, so space back to clues. There's nothing. Oh, there's the poison still available. So that's tied to something else. Okay, so let's have a conversation here with Mr. Dunne. Oh, not Mr. Dunne, Mr. Martyn Hamish. And let's do a quick profile on Mr. Hamish. Boy, he's got some thick glasses. Myopic, inexpensive glasses. So he's... I don't know. I don't remember what myopic means. But I'll probably put a definition on the screen. It'll be right there in front of you. And he's using inexpensive glasses. Oh, look at that. Dirty clothing. Dirty collar. Yeah, he's got dirty collars. Got dirty hands. Gardener's hands, yeah. He's unmarried, so he does not have a ring. Emptied colonial room. Let's ask him.
Mr. Hamish, can you explain to us what happened to the colonial collection? It seems somewhat depleted.
But, most likely maintenance work, tidying up.
You're not sure, then? But you're the deputy director.
Well, I am busy. I cannot be everywhere at once.
You make it sound very suspicious, dude. Dunne's death.
Albert told us about the tragic death of Mr. Dunne, the late director of Kew Gardens.
Tragic indeed. His heart attack was quite unexpected.
What was your relationship, or how was your relationship with Dunne?
As deputy director, how was your relationship with Montague Dunne?
To be honest with you, Mr. Holmes, it could have been better. You see, every Tuesday he would carry out his inspection of the gardens, but it was solely to make an impression. Great pretense that he cared at all. He would give out absurd orders, ignoring anyone else's opinion. He would then disappear for the rest of the week. He was what some might call a man of action. I'd say rather he was overzealous and chaotic. So after all, it was no wonder, perhaps, that he ended up like that, if you take into consideration his kind of lifestyle.
What lifestyle? Oh, that's what I was going to ask. What's Dunne's lifestyle?
You mentioned that Mr. Dunne led a particular lifestyle.
Well, it's no secret that he enjoyed, celebrating, shall we say? He was a member of the London Smart Set. He was famous for it. That
And
he had an eye for the ladies, to put it mildly, Mr. Holmes.
So he was a philanderer. Lethal plants.
tell me, Mr. Hamish, do you grow the more deadly variety of plant here?
You mean insectivorous? Yes, but nothing larger than that.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
All right. So, let's, where would we find Albert? Albert, he said he was in the building to the left of this building. So he would be over here. Oh, this is a nice little space here. Oh, what the heck? Why did I get hit all of a sudden? My mouse just dinged out. Okay, so let's open this door. Oh, this must be the colonial room right here. The colonial exhibit. Half of it is gone. So let's go back here. Is this where Albert is? Oh my goodness. The colonial collection. So we are here looking at the sign. This is the colonial collection. This is the dried. Oh, look at that. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Seed house, nursery, director's office. So this is the front. And we just came through all the way through. 2 doors. Yeah, this is that big building we came through. We're thinking to the left. So, or maybe he was talking about the nursery. So let's take a look at this. The Palm House.
Palm House. Colonial Collection. Water Lily Greenhouse. Dry Tropics.
So the dry tropic is just off to my right. On the far right here. And just here is this house right here, the seed house.
Seed House.
And just to the right of this house should be the ventilation
system.
I wonder if they're pointing that out. That ventilation system might play a vital piece in the murder
Nursery.
of Mr. Dunne. So here's the nursery.
Director's office, cloakroom, and laboratory. Reserve.
The reserve. So I think we got everything. Okay. Oh, what is this? It's a map.
A map of Kew Gardens.
A map of Kew Gardens. Okay, so through 2 doors. Through 2 doors, and the sign is off to the left here. So this building is the seed house, and beyond that is the. Oh, come on, come on!
There is a smell of burning.
Oh, there is a smell of burning. Okay, someone's burning something. Let's go back here. Okay, this must be the ventilation system right here. Map of Kew Gardens. And we've already inspected all of this, and we are right here. So it's exactly as I thought. Oh, hold on. There's still white. There's something here I missed. Okay, maybe that's just a question. Okay, let's check the stuff that's burning here. Watson, come on, man. Oh my goodness, Watson. What is burning out here? Oh, look at that push mower. So, someone's burning something back here. What is this, a gas mask?
A protective mask.
A protective mask.
Someone set it alight, but it did not burn.
A piece of plant.
The plants were set alight fairly recently. Some have not completely burned.
A door handle, look at that.
A door handle? Why would anyone throw such a thing in the fire? The door handle to the colonial collection and that of the fireplace are made of the same material.
That's very smart of you, Sherlock. Burned broom.
A broom handle was half burned. The remains of a picture frame.
Okay, so let's take a look at his talent. See if we can see. I thought that would look like something. It's a broken pot. A symbol.
The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
Alright. So we are done with this fire. So we found the symbol on a broken flower pot found in the backyard. The symbol is not from Kew Gardens. This glyph means divine, if I am not mistaken. Divine. It's like an Asian marker. It's like a Chinese marker. Okay, so I guess we're going to have to go visit some Asian botanical location. So let's do a quick walk out here. There's no mowed spot. Two mowers even. Wow, must be nice. Okay, so let's now inspect. Okay, hold on. Let's take a quick look at the Sherlock talent. See if there's anything here we missed. Nope. So let's head on over. Nope, actually, I am just about out of time. A little bit over my time, so we are going to call it right there, folks. We will visit this spot, the ventilation area, and explore the rest of the facility and question the rest of the folks on the next episode. Appreciate you joining me today on this episode of Sherlock Holmes as we explore the new Kew Gardens Drama case. And hopefully we can resolve these in a few episodes. But again, appreciate you joining me on this episode. If you like my kind of goofy content, make sure you click on subscribe and click on that bell to get notified when I upload new content. And I hope to see you back here when we continue with our Kew Gardens Drama investigations. Until then, have a good one.